These luxury watches from some of the biggest names in horology would make an incredible addition to any collection. The best luxury watches are iconic and timeless, but that doesn't mean you have to eschew color and personality for something mainstream. From days in the office to big nights out to weekend adventures, there's a watch to match every occasion. If you've been walking around with bare wrists lately, now's the time to change that. So, let's cut to the chase and get to the wrist candy. Whether you're looking for an ultra-complicated horological wonder or a cool everyday tool watch, here are our 10 favorite launches of 2023 so far. 10. Rolex Yachtmaster Titanium. Rolex released some cracking new watches at this year's Watches and Wonders, but our favorite, hands down, was Yachtmaster 42mm in full titanium. Previously, the piece was only available in white or yellow gold, but the new titanium construction gives Yachtmaster a tool watch vibe that's more workplace appropriate for sailors. The watch is waterproof to a depth of 100 meters, 330 feet, and while Rolex makes some of the most comfortable bracelets on the market, we'd swap it out for a NATO-style strap for added security on your next regatta. 9. Parmigiani Fleurier Tonda PF Minute Rattrapant. There was a time, not long ago, when brands like Patek Philippe and Audemars Piguet were relatively unknown to folks outside the watch enthusiast community and the ultra-wealthy. For a variety of reasons, those days are gone, but for those who want an under-the-radar, high horology sports watch, look no further than Parmigiani Fleurier's Tonda collection. The brand's PF Minute Rattrapant uses a new complication to give the wearer a function usually operated by the graduated bezel on a diver's watch. The watch features a second minute hand in 18K rose gold that can be used as a timer. A pusher at 10 o'clock advances the hand by 1 minute while another at 8 o'clock moves it forward by 5 minutes. When the rhodium-plated minute hand catches up with the gold hand, the timer has elapsed. The function can be stopped and reset with a gold pusher set in the crown. On the face, PF Minute Rattrapant's gray dial is adorned with a Grain George hand gillicky decoration, applied indexes, as well as an applied logo, and a coined platinum bezel. Flip the piece over and the see-through caseback reveals a 22K gold micro rotor decorated with gillicky and Côte de Genève finishing on the movement. It's simply stunning from every angle. 8. Norken Independent Skeleton 42mm Blue Steel. Micro brand Norken is celebrating its 5th anniversary with a collection of its Independence model. This skeletonized, time-only version peaks into the Seida's automatic movement as it beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour. Shock-resistant and rated to a depth of 100 meters, the 42mm case is finished with brushed, polished, and sandblasted treatments, while the hours, minutes and second hand are painted in a blue lacquer. Independence is available on a micro-adjustable bracelet, as well as a Milanese textured rubber strap for a nice pop of color. 7. Tudor White Dial GMT. Tudor Black Bay GMT was a hell of a watch when it was released in 2018. But for 2023, House of Wilsdorf has paired the design with a fresh new white dial. The 41mm case is still waterproof to 200 meters, 660 feet, and the 48-click, 24-hour bezel has the blue and red, day-to-night treatment. But the galvanic finished opaline dial gives GMT a touch of added elegance that sets it off. 6. H. Moser Endeavour Perpetual Calendar Tantalum Blue Enamel. Honestly, there's a bit of a learning curve to reading Moser's simplified perpetual calendar dial. It's almost too clean. A small center hand moves around the dial to represent one of the 12 months, while a large date window at 3 o'clock provides an instant date change at midnight. There are 4 other hands on the face, 2 central hands tell the hours and minutes, at 6 o'clock, there's a second hand, and at 9 o'clock, an indicator displays the 7-day power reserved for the in-house, hand-wound caliber HMC 800. This Endeavour is cased in tantalum, a rare metal sometimes used to block radiation on spacecraft. Very cool, but the pièce de resistance is certainly the Abyss Blue dial. 4 different colored pigments fixed to a hammered gold plate are kiln-fired to create an almost pulsing effect. 5. Ming World Timer. It's well documented, but we're suckers for world timers, and this one from Ming ticks nearly all the boxes. The gorgeous case is sculpted in grade 5 titanium. Inside you'll find a micro-rotor automatic caliber built by Swiss movement maker Schwarz Etienne just for Ming, OSA 222, visible through a sapphire case back. On the sapphire dial, cities, indices, and hands, also in sapphire and filled with high Ceram X1 loom, seem to hover, each at their level, above a 24-hour disc coated in blue and black to represent day and night. If you want one of these, you're going to have to wait and pick one up on the secondary market. Currently, they're all spoken for, with deliveries slated to begin in early 2024. But there is a wait list. You never know, you could get lucky. 4. Tag Heuer Monza Flyback Chronometer. Tag Heuer is a brand that's quite nearly synonymous with racing, and the new Monza looks like you've opened the engine compartment on the latest Red Bull F1 car. The swirling carbon fiber case evokes straight-up speed, while a skeletonized dial gives a peek at the engine, an in-house caliber Heuer O2 flyback chronograph. The 42mm wide case is a nice size for chronograph legibility. At roughly 16mm tall, it's a thick piece, but thanks to the lightweight carbon construction, you'll never feel the girth on your wrist. The watch boasts 100 meters of water resistance and an 80-hour power reserve, so it's good for more than one race. 3. Blancpain 50 Fathoms 70th Anniversary Act 1. Blancpain 50 Fathoms 70th Anniversary Act 1 celebrates the watch's legacy as one of the first dive watches. Limited to 210 examples, Act 1 features a 42.3mm case. The standard size is now 45mm, while the original was 41mm, in polished stainless steel, a domed sapphire bezel inserts with a lump timing bezel, and a depth rating of 300 meters. The piece comes on a NATO-style strap made from fabric comprised entirely of upcycled fishing nets. Also unique to Act 1, the platinum rotor is engraved with 50 Fathoms 70th. 7 decades on, it's still an easy-to-wear, tough-as-nails tool watch that looks the part, wet or dry. 2. Audemars Piguet Code 11.59 Universal RD4. This RD4 is AP's most complicated watch thus far. The new Caliber 1000 includes a staggering 23 complications, including a split-seconds chronograph with a flyback function, a minute repeater, grand sonnerie, a semi-Gregorian perpetual calendar, an accurate astronomical moon phase, a tourbillon, and automatic winding. It represents an insane level of watchmaking, but what's crazier still is the fact that Mason was able to cram all 1,155 components into a case that's merely 42mm wide and 15.5mm thick, a true marvel of craftsmanship. 1. Cartier Tank Americain Large. For 2023, Cartier bent the curves a little more on Americain, the largest offering in the tank line, making it even more sultry on the wrist. But tweaks to the case weren't the only updates. The new version loses the date function, making it a time-only piece. Mason also deleted the second hand, but the 2 remaining pointers are still cast in Cartier's traditional blue, and the dial is now finished with a vertical satin brushing. Inside the curvy 44.4 by 24.4mm case sits the automatic Cartier Caliber 1899 MC, which provides a 40-hour power reserve. The watch is water resistant to 30 meters, but as it comes on an alligator strap, you'll want to swap it to rubber or nylon before hopping in the pool. Available September 2023.